So Kreg Cares is involved with about 120 different organizations. Nonprofits make up the majority of those. A number of those that we get more employees and more teammates engaged in, like Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Habitat for Humanity, and Volunteer. And another one that we got a lot of passion and time behind is the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Our wish kid this year, her name is Harper.
I am in first grade and I am 7 years old.
She has a rare form of cancer that attacks the soft tissue in the muscles.
We've got 3 kids, Madeline, who's 12, Niall, who's 10, and Harper's our youngest, who's 7. Harper came in from playing outside, and we noticed her cheek was a little swollen. So let's give her some Benadryl and send her to bed, and she'll wake up the next morning and it'll be fine. Unfortunately, it wasn't, so I took her to the pediatrician's office the next morning, and they really didn't know what to make of it. And so we went to another ENT to get another second opinion. And then by the afternoon, we had gotten the call that it wasn't a cyst, but it was unfortunately a tumor. You know, there were so many different pieces that were tough. It's pretty hard to pick the toughest one, you know. It could have been the night that they gave her, you know, some nausea medicine that didn't hit her right and kind of made her hallucinate a little bit or something, and then she had a panic attack, and I remember she couldn't catch her breath, and she looked at me. It's the middle of the night. She just stared straight at me and said, "Mom, am I gonna die?" All of those pieces were extremely hard, and I would never wish them on my worst enemy. And to see her lying in a bed, not having any energy to do anything, looking so sick, that overall is probably just what hurt the most. You know, Harper was really good. For a 5-year-old, she really just kind of understood these were things she needed to do. They were gonna help make the germs go away, is what we called them. You know, even something like during most of her treatment, after we'd have a certain type of chemo, she knew she had to have shots for probably 8, 9, 10 days, depending on however long it took to help get her counts back up. And she did it. She just kind of had that attitude throughout the entire treatment. It amazed me. Kids do much better than adults do, and it's totally true.
Her wish was to go to Hawaii and go snorkeling.
I loved the lure and I loved swimming.
And she had a great time, enjoyed snorkeling, got to see some whales, had a nice little talk with her about her trip. It was really great to get to meet her.
Our family would say to the Kreg family, thank you so incredibly much. This is something we'd never be able to do with our entire family.
These are not cheap wishes to grant. It's something that the families wouldn't normally be able to afford to do for their child because their disposable income is consumed by, in some cases, keeping their child healthy, keeping their child alive. So to be able to do this is a great, it's a privilege to be able to do these wishes for these families.
So Kreg Cares, what it means to me personally, obviously, is it was a very personal beginning that has grown into company-wide involvement. It's really inspired and encouraged me to see what we can do as a company. So it's been very fun to walk that out and see Kreg Cares evolve and grow over the years.
A friend of mine from back home, he had twin daughters. Well, the twins were turning 4 years old. They found out that one of them had an inoperable brain tumor. And she passed away shortly before her 4th birthday. And when my wife and I went to the visitation, was really surprised at how well he was able to talk about Mackenzie. The one thing that really stood out in my mind is as he was explaining their last 6 months with Mackenzie was their wish. And the impact those wishes had on that family really struck a chord with me. I had no idea the impact that a break from their reality means when you're in that situation, and how it was just a chance for them before she passed away to experience what it was like to be normal. When I first got started off, I always wanted to be involved with the Make-A-Wish organization, but really didn't understand how much my $50, $100 could do, what kind of an impact I could have. But then when I came to work at Kreg and was introduced to Kreg Cares, knowing that I worked with a company that enabled me to do more than I could normally do on my own meant a lot.
Harper today is doing extremely well. So far, every 3 months she's had scans and it's come back very good news, still in remission, still doing well.
Many times when it's a wish that's granted to a child that's going through chemotherapy, they will actually schedule their wish to be granted at the end of their treatment. It gives them a light at the end of the tunnel. It gives them something to shoot for, to be strong enough to enjoy their wish. So it's very impactful to hear the detailed stories of some of these children.
Harper is back to being active. She loves to play soccer. She loves to play basketball. Her quirkiness, her sassiness is right up there as well. So she is doing phenomenally well. And we just keep our fingers crossed and pray that that's the way it stays.
Thank you, Kreg employees.